Now, if you're sitting there just checking your phone as I'm wittering on in front of you, you're not present. I'm Justin Welby, the Archbishop of Canterbury, and I believe with all my heart that reconciliation is the call on every human being. We all know we live in a world that is divided, conflicted, and hurting. And though many of us long for our faith to make a difference, it can be very hard to know where to start. When I was training to be a vicar, long time ago, I did a placement in a hospital, and the hospital chaplain was quite observant. And in his report about me afterwards, he said he needs to learn to be present with those who are suffering. Because like most of us, I shy away. Being present is to give someone your full and unreserved attention. It's just a difficult thing to do, but it's a reality. Let me give you an example from the Bible. John's Gospel, chapter 4. Jesus is on a journey from Jerusalem up to Galilee, and he went through an area which was fairly hostile and difficult and dangerous. And it was hot. And he gets to a village and everyone's tired. Jesus is tired, everyone's tired. So his disciples go off to get some food. And he's sitting on the edge of a well. And this woman comes down, middle of the day. Well, there were all kinds of rules. First of all, the woman's a Samaritan. Samaritans and Jews did not get on. So this was not a good thing from his point of view. Secondly, your good and upright rabbi didn't really talk to women, particularly by himself. Thirdly, there was something a bit fishy about her because people quite reasonably went out to get water from the well early in the morning when it was cool. The women would go and get the water and they'd go together. What's this woman doing coming down in the middle of the day by herself? Rather than Jesus doing what she expected him to do, which is turn away, or at best be rather brusque and impolite, get me water. He engages with her. He's present with her. He listens to her. He sees into her very soul. And what he sees doesn't make him shy away, but speak to her of hope. It's really beautiful. And the impact on this woman is extraordinary. When we're present with people, it changes them. Sometimes being present can be painful, particularly when there's great pain in the location.
The souls of those who were killed and wounded, of the bereaved, cry out to us from these stones.
In 2019, I had a sort of official trip to India. It was long, very tiring, but spectacular, wonderful. And the last day was in a city called Amritsar, a place called Jallianwala Bagh, where exactly 100 years earlier, in 1919, British troops had massacred, who knows, somewhere between 600 and over 1,000 unarmed, peaceful Indians who were demonstrating for independence. There's a memorial there. It was a terrible massacre. And as I went to the foot of the memorial, I really wanted to be anywhere else because it was so shaming and so horrible. And I was a senior Brit in these circumstances. And, that was sort of all focused in or me as a symbol of that history. And so the only thing to do was to lie down, prostrate myself before the memorial as a symbol of sorrow and grief, of being present with those hundreds who were killed. I didn't like doing it, but I know it was the right thing to do. We have to engage all of ourselves to be present, because for most people, nobody is ever present with them. If they're there at all, they're thinking about the next thing they're going to do. I just remember when I was a schoolboy, the headmaster, whenever he talked to me, he would bend down and look at me at the same eye line. That was being present. To be present, to be sitting, to be focused. I still need to learn that discipline. I have to keep learning it, that habit. To be present, start with prayer. When you meet them, pray. Pray for them under your breath, silently or aloud if that's not going to be difficult. Pray for a blessing for them, that you'll be a blessing. And then look, use your senses and seek understanding. Ask. Don't over-ask, but show that you're engaged. Reflect back what you've heard. Sympathize. Show that it's touched not just your mind, but your heart. Learn the habit of being present.